Hello guys. So lately I've been working with a lot of men who are having significant struggles in their marriage right now. They may have lost their wife's trust through infidelity or through anger or just neglect, not really taking care of them very well over time. And when they come to me, one of the things that I recommend is that they apologize and get into their shoes, right? Um, really try to understand the pain that they caused to their wives. And these guys, they're worried about doing that. And the question that they have is, well, if I tell her all the things I've been doing wrong, won't that make her more likely to run away from me? So, in other words, if I'm reminding her of all the bad things that I've done, won't that make her like me less? And it's a good question. But what really happens is when you're able to admit what was going wrong, now your wife can actually start to have some faith or start to believe that things might get a little bit better. So I'll use the example of having bad breath, something minor. So let's say that you have really bad breath and your wife has started to not want to kiss you very much because you have bad breath. So there's a couple of ways you could go about this. One would be to never recognize that you have bad breath. Never say to your wife, hey, I have bad breath. But she already knows you have bad breath, right? She already senses that. She already pulls away from you because of that. So you coming to her and saying, hey, look, I know I have bad breath and that's what pushes you away. Okay, now your wife can start to think, well, okay, maybe there's some hope that he'll start doing something about it, right? So you admitting that you had bad breath, it doesn't make her now less attracted to you. You're kind of in the same spot and actually a little bit better because now she thinks, hey, at least he kind of gets what's going on here and maybe he can start making some changes. So the same thing happens with more emotional things. So, if you've had a problem with anger, of getting really upset, yelling at your wife, so you coming to her and saying, hey, listen, I know in the past I've really gotten upset, I've lost my temper, I've yelled at you a lot. I want to just say I'm sorry for that. And I'm sure that made you feel unsafe. I'm sure that made you feel like I wasn't um, someone you could trust or be around. And I really want to say sorry for that. And I'm going to work on it. And here's how I'm going to work on it. I'm going to take some slow breaths. I'm going to walk away. Okay. So you doing that is not going to make her want to run away from you. Women want a couple of things. One is security. So feeling safe around you, emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually, sexually. They need to feel safe. So you going in there and saying what you did wrong and really getting into her shoes and trying to feel how she felt helps her feel safe, helps her feel that she can start being safe. Then the next part is starting to change that behavior, right? If you're having a problem with anger, really learning to not get into that so bad, right? Learning to slow your breathing down and get away so you don't reach that point. Or if it's been something more serious like an affair, right? Really trying to get into her shoes, understand that pain that you caused her. It's not going to make her run away. Okay, she's going to say, well, finally he gets it, right? He gets the pain he caused. Now maybe things can be different. Okay, so don't worry about that. Don't think that you letting her know the things you did wrong are going to drive her away. It's going to give her faith that things can get better. And as you start to change and you realize, hey, like that was bad, and here's what I'm going to do different, now she can start believing and start rebuilding that trust, feeling safe, secure. Okay, you want to build up that security. Again, like that bad breath example, you telling her, hey, I know I have bad breath. She already knew it to begin with, right? She already knows you have a problem with anger. She already knows you were unfaithful or you're looking at pornography or whatever. So, or she knows something's off. If you haven't admitted that ever to her, right? She knows something's wrong. So when you come up and let her know and you try to experience her pain, she can start to believe things can get better, okay? And then you have to start brushing your teeth and chewing gum and making your breath smell better or taking breaths and getting over your anger or, turning off the computer and not looking at that pornography. And when you slip up, letting her know, hey, I'm still trying and I'm earning your trust back. Okay? That's got to be your mantra. Okay, I did this wrong. I know you're going to have a hard time trusting me because of that, and I'm earning your trust back. You can't oversay that. The more times you tell her, I realize I need to earn your trust back. I'm going to do it. Here's how I'm going to try to do it, and get her feedback. What would help you believe that from me? I know time is part of that, and showing you over time that when I get mad, I'm not going to scream, or when I'm by myself, I'm not going to be talking to other women or looking at pornography or whatever it might be. Okay, so making those changes will help start rebuilding that faith and trust in you. All right, men. So don't worry about telling your wife what you did wrong. It will not drive her away. Okay? It's going to give her confidence and faith that things can get better.